guys, Angelique Vestil here, and today I'm going to be talking about how to get more clients as a service-based business. And before I dive in, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button down below to make sure that I know what type of content you guys are finding valuable. Just to give you a little bit background of me and who I am Angelique, and I am a marketer, funnel expert, and web designer. I have an agency that specializes in funnel ads, marketing, and design for conversion. So I want to give you a little insight into how I've been able to attract clients, but also some of the industry best practices to attract clients as a service-based provider. So the first recommendation I have is Facebook groups. This is how I got such a big chunk of clients at the beginning of my career. For women, at least, there are Facebook groups that are like female success entrepreneurs, women in marketing. There are a number of different Facebook groups that you can join, and oftentimes they have promotional posts or days of the week where you can promote yourself. So I have been able to get quite a big number of clients through Facebook posts, basically responding to people's requests saying, I am looking for this, who can help? And so responding to people's comments and saying, this is what I do, this is how I can help, I specialize in this, make it really personable. I think that allows you to set yourself apart from the masses of people in those groups. So I think Facebook groups, but also posting really authentic messages to inquiries in those groups, but also making sure you're posting on those promotional posts. The next one is Upwork. This is something that I have not used, but I have a number of different friends that do use Upwork. For a lot of them, it's the majority of where they get their clients and their income for the month. Upwork is basically a marketplace for freelancers, and so what people do when they're looking for someone to work on a project or even someone to bring onto their team, they'll search a number of different marketplaces for really good candidates. And Upwork oftentimes is a really good place to find high quality service-based providers. And the beauty of it is that when you're starting off, you'll probably want to start off on a lower hourly rate, but as you continue to get more clients through that lower hourly rate, what I found and what my friends have told me that works for them is that when you start getting reviews and projects and start ranking in the Upwork algorithm, then you can slowly start to increase your prices. So Upwork is a really great platform, especially if you don't really know how to do client outreach. It's a really good place to just create a profile and see what comes your way. Another way is cold emails. Now, cold emails is something that, is a lot of people are skeptical about it, but it really does work, especially if you make it really personable. I have sent cold emails early on in my career when I was working with more niche down businesses like chiropractors, doctors, dentists, and running Facebook ads for those particular business models. I think cold outreach for those types of businesses do a lot better than things like LinkedIn or Facebook groups and stuff like that. So it depends, I guess, on the client you are trying to attract. Think of, would they open a cold email? If you do want to try attacking cold email, some ways to set yourself apart from a cold email is sending something like a video. I did this back in the day when I was sending cold emails. Was I just created a short video clip saying, hey, I'm Angelique, this is what I do, this is how I can help you. Another strategy that works when you're cold emailing someone is sending them a message basically with a free audit of their website. I noticed this on your website, I noticed this about your brand. This is something that a lot of people don't really notice in their business, but this is how I can help you improve it. So always offering value to the client first is a really great way to position yourself as the expert, especially if it's a cold email. The business doesn't expect you to do outreach to them. So I think the more personal you make it, the more it sets you apart from other people messaging and emailing and posting and promoting about themselves. Another way is Instagram DMs. I know cold DMs are something frowned upon in the Instagram space, but I think cold DMs doesn't necessarily mean you're pitching from the get-go. Sending a DM to a prospective client could be anything from like, hey, I just came across your Instagram profile. I noticed you like this. I would love to connect. You don't have to say anything about sales. You just want to make that connection so that if in the future, after following you for some time now, they do realize they do need your service, then you might be top of mind because you made that extra little step to make that connection in an authentic way by sliding into the DMs. I don't recommend pitching yourself cold in Instagram DMs. It's very frowned upon. People will unfollow you and it will not be good for your algorithm, your engagement. So if you are sending cold DMs, I highly recommend making it super personal. A lot of times what I found works for people who are messaging me are videos. So even just sending a video of yourself saying, hey, I'm Angelique, address them by their first name. I came across your profile and I love it. And then it also puts a face behind the message. Same with voice notes. I think, again, the more personal that touches, the higher quality of the connection. So that is also a way to slide into someone's Instagram DMs and possibly build that connection for a future client relationship or even partnership. The next is a lead magnet to email funnel strategy. Now, this is something that will take a lot of time to build, and it will probably come a bit later in your business. It's not going to be like a quick let's get clients type thing. Basically what it is you create some sort of free download or lead magnet that attracts your client persona, your ideal client persona that you want to attract into your business. Once they download this PDF, you can then create some sort of funnel that nurtures them towards booking a sales call with you or even purchasing a course or program or whatever it may be. What I'm currently in the works of building for some of my clients is basically a free download PDF, a video on the thank you page that invites them into something more, and pretty much a sales video on that thank you page pitching your services as a service-based business and explaining that if they want to take their business to the next level, please book a call. And basically it sends them to a book a call page with an application, so then people are applying to work with you and they are also primed. They've seen your free download, they've seen the thank you page, they've now seen a video of you kind of explaining your services and what you do, and if they're interested to up-level their business, then they can take the next step to filling out an application and booking a call. So that series before they book a call is a really popular strategy, especially when you want to position yourself as the expert. A lot of times people just have book a call as their #1 call to action, but there's no nurture sequence to get them to book a call. What I found is that lead magnet to thank you page, sales video to book a call page, it also primes the type of person who's applying to work with you. And then last but not least, referrals. Early on in my business, I did not receive referrals, but I am blessed now that most of my clients do come from referrals. What I found is if you really provide high quality work to clients that are genuinely your soulmate clients, oftentimes they have friends or co-workers or whatever it may be that might be in the same industry as them, might have the same personality as them, might have the same business model as them, and oftentimes they'll recommend me or my agency to come in and also support them on the marketing side. So how I've been able to build my referral contacts over time, basically when I first started in my career, I was offering to work for free or even really low prices. At that point, I just wanted to learn. I wanted to build those connections with people. And so what I found is I was offering free services to people I knew that would be a good mentor or a good partner to work with in the future. And then what occurred and what happened from that is that because I was adding so much value to some of these smaller businesses that were making, 6-7 figures a year, what ended up happening from that is that they basically, whenever they jumped on a call for their own programs and their own services, they would then upsell after they finished working with them. So it was a partnership that then allowed us to support each other instead of directly compete with each other. So one of my partners is named Jake, and he's a designer, and basically once he designs a brand or a website, he then upsells me on the marketing side of things to market the brand and the design. So little partnerships like those are really great for building those connections, but also attracting referrals. If you can position yourself in that way to someone you find that is a indirect competitor but kind of could work together to build something really amazing, then I highly recommend you do so. But referrals is definitely something that comes later on once you've been providing the service for a while now. So yeah, those are just some of the ways that I have been able to attract clients into my service-based business, and some recommendations that I learned from friends also working in the online space. And I hope that helped. I know attracting clients and doing sales calls can be really nerve-wracking, but I think the more practice you get, the more no's you receive, there's a higher likelihood that the next person will say yes. So put all fears aside. I know attracting clients can be really intimidating. Once you start getting into a rhythm of the exact type of client you want, the more you'll be able to attract that into your business. And I think that's the beauty of it. It's basically trial and error. You'll have bad clients, you'll have good clients, but the more experiences you have with any type of client, the better the next will be. So I hope you guys liked that video, and if you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, and comment. Comment below which strategy you like the best. And if you want a little bit more insight into creating marketing funnels and generating leads into your business, make sure you click the link below in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.